Ralph, you've just heard Ruby's reaction. You got a bit emotional when Ruby reacted to what Gillard said about you.
Yeah, because it hurts me that someone hurts my wife, and she's seriously hurt.
You described Ruby as gold dust. That girl's gold
yeah,
dust.
mate, yeah.
She sticks to you, mate, like the proverbial to a blanket. Like it if
mate.
I know why you're...
I don't know either. She just loves me to death, and there's nothing, it's too much trouble for her to do for me.
Now, I'm just going to refer to my computer screen here, right?
Yep.
Here we go. That's Gillard. And she in that press conference called you a complete imbecile, an idiot, a stooge, a sexist pig, and a liar. Now, Ralph, those words were familiar to you?
Oh, yes.
People had said that about you. In what context?
All right, back in the 1990s, when I was given the job by Bruce Wilson as State Secretary in West Australia,
Yeah.
and he moved to Victoria, Len Gandini and a couple of others...
Sue Ellery, Mick Baker?
Yeah, all of those. Didn't like the way I was managing the branch and tried to discredit me. And the words that Julia Gillard used there in that major press conference in 2012 are the same words that were written in a shit sheet that was put out by Gandini, Sue Ellery and others in 1992 to discredit me to the membership. As soon as that happened, I sent a copy of it to Bruce Wilson in Victoria, and he and Gillard immediately went into action. Gillard wrote a letter
to sack Mick Baker?
To sack Mick Baker, yeah.
Yep.
Mick Baker subsequently challenged that in the Industrial Relations Commission.
Yeah.
She also immediately commenced defamation proceedings against those people that had written that shit sheet, defending me against those precise comments.
When people said you were Wilson's stooge, is that true, you were?
I operated at the behest of Wilson, and the principal reason for that was I was the only one Wilson trusted to take over the branch in WA to keep secret the Workplace Reform Association scam.
So when those people said those things about you, Gillard wrote the letter to sack Baker.
Yep.
She went to the Supreme Court
Yep.
for defamation proceedings
Yep.
against Gandini. They were vicious proceedings too. She attacked them like buggery.
Of course she did, because the last thing Wilson and Gillard wanted was for me to lose the position as State Secretary, and subsequently that might lead to uncovering the Workplace Reform Association.
Not only might, Gandini said in one of those shit sheets that they demanded a financial audit. There were rumours about what Wilson had been up to and what you were, continuing going.
Yeah, I don't know that those rumours are attached to the Workplace Reform Association. I think they were
Broader.
Yeah,
Financial improprieties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But there was one very specific one that would have, if pursued, brought you all unstuck. And that was the $110,000 donation out of the blue that your heavily indebted branch made to Carmen Lawrence's re-election campaign.
Yep.
That was the Drive for Dignity. Thank you.
The bus ride.
And who spoke at the Drive for Dignity functions?
Gillard, Wilson,
Now,
several other officials.
This is $110,000. The branch was $700,000.
We didn't have it.
Yeah, but they found it.
Oh, yeah.
Was a deal done with Carmen Lawrence?
Oh, I don't know. I suspect so.
You do know that Wilson made representations to Lawrence and the Cabinet overturned a decision to put the Dawesville cut to tender and handed it to his mates in Tees.
That's right.
And he got a $300,000 kickback. Written into, that was a letter from Tees to Wilson saying, yep, we'll pay you for the next 3 years.
Yep, that's right.
$100,000 a year.
Yep.
Stinks to high heaven, doesn't it, Ralph?
Oh, does it what? What it did was it bypassed the normal tender process
Well, it cancelled it.
and gave it to Thies contractors, Wilson's brother-in-law Joe Trio and Bruce Wilson, to enable him to defraud the West Australian public of $300,000 plus.
Or more. They got more money in the end now because they also got the Melbourne Water Consultancy. But at the same time as Tees gets handed this thing on a platter, Wilson gets handed on a platter the money going into the slush fund that Gillard had set up.
That's right.
Time for another inquiry, Ralph?
Oh, yes, it is. Well overdue.
God bless you, mate. All the best.